Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about keywords. So you may see me, and if you've spoken to me about jobs, this is a massive thing that I go on about all the time. I'll normally have an hour call with the candidate, and then I'm like, let's have a quick look at your LinkedIn. And normally, 99.9% of the time, their LinkedIn is not keyword ready, if you like. So I wanted to explain a little bit about keywords and why I always go on about it, how important it is. So I am going to be showing you a few videos as to behind the scenes as to how we look for candidates on something called LinkedIn Recruiter. You may not be, you may be aware of it. It is an invaluable tool that allows us. It's basically the back end of LinkedIn. So whereas you guys see the one screen of LinkedIn, your LinkedIn profile and everything that's involved in that, we, along the top bar, we have on the far right is a button called LinkedIn Recruiter. So we pay a lot of money to have the access and the privilege to have this, and it's definitely worth every penny. So basically you click onto it and it takes you behind LinkedIn, which allows you to have access to every single candidate in the world who uses LinkedIn. We can message them, whether you're a first, second, third, connection. It's invaluable. So it allows us to contact anyone, which I think it was averaged about, there's 1 billion users on the LinkedIn platform now, so we can contact every single one of them. So basically the way it works is we'll set up a search. So I'm going to use obviously something that I work on. So for instance, a lead UI UE4 programmer, worked on AAA titles, who's located in Stockholm. So firstly, I will put in location, so Stockholm. I'll put in keywords, so UE4 or Unreal Engine. I'll put in UI or user interface. I'll put in or lead or and lead. It's basically a little bit like coding. So it's picking out, obviously, the code that somebody else has implemented on their profile, and it allows us, to bring it right to the top of our search. So believe it or not, every search, no matter how specific it is, we could have anything from sort of 90 to 3,000 people to look through, because it does bring up anyone that's mentioned UE4 or programming or lead or UI in Stockholm, which is great because it gives us sort of a wide range of candidates. But, we have only a couple of days to work on each role, and getting through 3,000 candidates is difficult. So imagine if you are a lead UI UE4 programmer in Stockholm, sat there thinking, nobody's reaching out to me. Why aren't they reaching out to me? I've got open to work. I've got, all my details on there, my CVs, on all the job boards. Yet I keep on getting rejections or no recruiters. 2-3 years ago, I was hounded by recruiters. Whereas, now I'm a lead, I've progressed within my career. I've got 10, 20 years experience in this area, yet nothing. So I can tell you why. It's because your profile is not keyword heavy. So imagine if you're this candidate and you're in Stockholm and you've called yourself a software engineer, which is exactly what you are, don't get me wrong. But that is not a keyword we're going to search for. It's not specific enough. We need specifics around your role. And also, it helps you within your profile so you can connect with relevant people. So instead of software engineer, you could put lead UI, UE4, UE5 or Unreal Engine, lead UE4 game programmer. So that can be your job title. That is just back-to-back keywords. So that means any recruiter, in-house hiring manager, they've all got LinkedIn Recruiter, looking for UI programmer in Stockholm will find you. So to make it even more relevant, so basically what that would do is the algorithm will go, great, that's his title, it's the strongest element, so we're going to put him right to the top of that search. And then imagine if you put throughout your profile, lead, technical leadership, UI, Unreal Engine, UE4, C++, all these wonderful, keywords throughout your summary, under each job role. you know, AAA, console, da 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 da. And also on your skill set, the skill set is so strong. So if you've list as many as you can, because if you're looking for programmers, the algorithm is quite clever. So even if you haven't mentioned Unreal, but you've got C++ there and game engines, for instance, it will put you to at least in the top sort of 5-6 pages of us to look at. But be clever, put Unreal Engine, put the engine in there, or Unity, or whatever engine you're working with. Or if it's C++, put C++, put C#, put Python, you know, because that's the kind of keywords we will be looking for. Another thing that I see people not doing is in industry. So one of the biggest searches that we use is industry, of course. You know, just under your title on LinkedIn, if you look about, you know, it says computer games, if you've picked computer games. But some people I see who work within computer games have actually put telecoms and IT, just probably a flippant thought, oh, yeah, that's what I am, done that. Or software engineering, or IT, for instance. Now, I'm pretty clued up to that, so I will change the industry. So I'll put lead UI for game programmer. I'll change that around to try and, you know, pull people out from the algorithm. But I'll also put, you know, my first port of call will be computer games, but in the industry, but I will then change it to IT and telecoms. And, you know, some of the best I've found are there, and I'll put, you know, there's about 3 or 4 other sort of software related ones on there that a lot of people choose when setting up their profile that they don't even think about. So have a review of your LinkedIn and make sure it's keyword heavy. Thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe to my channel and follow me for more tips. Thanks, bye.